Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritya Naram Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamutiri Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavatasya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhakte Bhavati Nashtati. So continuing with the discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 16, the Lord's attempt to go to Vrindavan. Text 229 onwards. पंचपाई का तारे राखे रात्रि दिने चारी सेवक दुई ब्राह्मण रहे तारसाने. His father even had 5 watchmen guard him day and night. 4 personal servants were employed to look after his comfort, and 2 Brahmins were employed to cook for him. So this is about Raghunath Das Goswami, and we discussed how rich his father was. Father and uncle, they only had one son, Raghunath Das Goswami. And their, as I said, monthly income at that time, 500 some years ago, was 1 lakh rupees per month. And Raghunath Das Goswami was not at all attached to the opulence. And he was more attached to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and tried to run to Jagannath Puri so many times. And as I said, his father had 5 watchmen guard him day and night, so they would catch him and bring him back. So many times he attempted. 4 personal servants and 2 Brahmins were employed to cook for him. And still, he wasn't happy. Ekadash jan tare rakhe nirantara, Nila chale jaite na pae dukhita mantara. In this way, 11 people were incessantly keeping Raghunath Das under control. Thus, he could not go to Jagannath Puri, and because of this, he was very unhappy. Eve yadi Mahaprabhu Shantipur aila, Shuni api tare Raghunath nivedila. When Raghunath Das learned that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had arrived at Shantipur, he submitted a request to his father. Agya deha yaha deki Prabhu racharan, anyata na rahe mor sharire jivan. Raghunath Das asked his father, please give me permission to go see the lotus feet of the Lord. If you do not, my life will not remain within this body. Shunitara pita bahu lokadravya diya, pathaila bali shigra asiha piriya. Hearing this request, Raghunath Das's father agreed. Giving him many servants and materials, the father sent him to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, requesting him to return soon. 7 दिन शांति पूरे प्रभु संग रहे, रात्रि दिवस ei mana katha kahe. For 7 days, Raghunath Das associated with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Shantipur. During those days and nights, he had the following thoughts. Rakshakera hate moi kemane chudi ba, kemane prabhur sange nila chale jayu. Raghunath Das thought, how shall I be able to get free from the hands of the watchman? How shall I be able to go with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Nilachal? Sarvagya Gauranga Prabhu, Jani Taramana, Shiksha Rupe Kahe Tare, Ashvasa Vachan. Since Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was omniscient, he could understand Raghunath Das's mind. Lord therefore instructed him with the following reassuring words. Sthirhaya ghare jao naha vatulam, krame krame pae lok bhava sindhu pool. Be patient and return home. Don't be a crazy fellow. By and by, you'll be able to cross the ocean of material existence. So the same instructions, not mentioned in this chapter, but Mahaprabhu gave to Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami in Ramkeli. They also wanted to leave everything and join Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu said, no, just Keep on performing your bhakti and duties, and Krishna will make the arrangement that at the right time, he'll make everything possible for you to leave and then come. But don't just jump into it. So basically, same instructions for us. When we get to know about bhakti and start practicing, all of a sudden we also develop some detachment. Oh, I want to leave everything and go live in Vrindavan or whatever, with Guruji. But the point is, we got to be patient, got to become qualified, eligible to go live in Vrindavan. And Krishna will make arrangements whenever we are ready. We just have to make sure we are ready. As Mahaprabhu said, don't be a crazy fellow. He's telling Raghunath Das Goswami. Means, even though Raghunath Das, he had all the attachment for Krishna, no attachment, no liking for the opulence he had. But still, Mahaprabhu said, you're not ready yet. Be patient. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Samashita ye pad pallav pallavam mahat padam punya yasho bharare. This material world is just like a big ocean. It begins with Brahmaloka and extends to Pataloka. And there are many planets or islands in this ocean. Not knowing about devotion service, the living entity wanders about this ocean, just as a man tries to swim to reach the shore. Our struggle for existence is similar to this. Everyone is trying to get out of the ocean of material existence. One cannot immediately reach the coast, but if one endeavors, he can cross the ocean by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. One may be very eager to cross this ocean, but he cannot attain success by acting like a madman. He must swim over the ocean very patiently and intelligently under the instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or his representative. Then one day he will reach the shore and return home back to Godhead. So got to have patience, got to have enthusiasm, utsahat nishya dharyat, and nishya, determination. And then everything will follow at the right time. Markat vairagya na kar lok dekhaya yatha yogya vishay gunja anasakta hanaya. You should not make yourself a show bottle devotee and become a false renunciant. For the time being, enjoy the material world in a befitting way and do not become attached to it. The word markat vairagya, indicating false renunciation, is very important in this verse. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in commenting on this word, points out that monkeys make an external show of renunciation by not accepting clothing and by living naked in the forest. So monkey, what monkey? I mean, all the animals, they don't wear clothes. But monkeys especially here mentioned, and there's a reason. So markat vairagya, not at all good. Don't become a renunciant like a monkey. So monkeys, they don't accept clothes or they don't wear clothes and they live in the forest. In this way, they consider themselves renunciants, but actually they're very busy enjoying sense gratification with dozens of female monkeys. This is what monkeys do. And also, Prabhupada mentioned, because he was also having disciples who wanted to leave everything, go live in Vrindavan or at Radhakund. But the problem was that they were not ready. They had not gone over the sex desire yet. And Prabhupada warned them, if you go live at Radhakund and still work on your sex desire, means try to fulfill sex desires, then you will, next birth, you will become a monkey. at Radha. And monkeys, this is what they do. Very busy enjoying sense gratification with dozens of female monkeys. So such renunciation is called Markat Vairagya, the renunciation of a monkey. One cannot be really renounced until one actually becomes disgusted with material activity and sees it as a stumbling block to spiritual advancement. Renunciation should not be falgu or temporary, but should exist throughout one's life. Temporary renunciation or monkey renunciation is like the renunciation one feels at a cremation ground. So another example, that is Shamshan Vairagya. When a man takes a dead body to the crematorium, he sometimes thinks, this is the final end of the body. Why am I working so hard day and night? Such sentiments naturally arise in the mind of any man who goes to a crematorial ghat. However, as soon as he returns from the cremation grounds, he again engages in material activity for sense enjoyment. This is called Shamshan Vairagya or Markat Vairagya. So, yeah, at cremation ground when we go and we talk, oh, this is the end, this is how we all going to end up, and this and that. And as soon as, what about here? Prabhupada says, as soon as he returns, what about talking about as soon as he, I have seen, because with this con, when you're in the leadership in Ludhiana, I had to go to so many times to go to cremation ground. And people there, while they're putting wood into on the fire, on the other hand, they are talking over the phone, talking about business. You're just putting wood on the fire. And next time you could be lying down here. They don't care. All they want is money, 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 money. And why? Because money gives reputation, prestige, honor, sense gratification. Everything comes from money. And the person who died, he was also running after money. What did he do? Nothing else except running after money. This is what is going on. And definitely there's no more Shamshan Vairagya at all these days. In order to render service to the Lord, one may accept necessary things. If one lives in this way, he may actually become renounced. In Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, it is said, Yavata Syat Swanirvaha Sri Kuryat Tavad Arthavat Adhikya Nyunatayam Cha Chevate Paramarthata. The bare necessities of life must be accepted, but one should not superfluously increase his necessities, nor should they be unnecessarily decreased. Unnecessarily decreased also, that's not good. Because if one is not used to it, we cannot imitate. We cannot imitate six Goswamis, we cannot imitate Haridas Thakur, then we would run away. So let it go down naturally, slowly. But at the same time, accept the bare necessities without increasing unnecessarily. One should simply act what is necessary to help one advance spiritually. If one's body demands to eat 4 chapatis, then one should not artificially cut it down to 2 chapatis. Because the person that maybe we are associating with or we're seeing, or he only eats 2, that's his capacity. You eat according to your capacity. So it's not just chapati, everything else also. In his Durgam Sangamani, Sri Jiva Goswami comments that the word Swanirvaha actually means Swa Bhakti Nirvaha. The experienced devotee will accept only those material things that will help him render service to the Lord. In the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Markat Vairagya or Falgu Vairagya is explained as follows. Prapanchikatya buddhya hari sambandhi vastuna mumukshubhi parityago vairagyam falgu kathyate. When persons eager to achieve liberation renounce things related to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, thinking them to be material, their renunciation is called incomplete. Whatever is favorable for the rendering of service to the Lord should be accepted and should not be rejected as a material. Yukta Vairagya or befitting renunciation is thus explained. Anasaktasya Vishayan Yatharham Upayunjita. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yuktam Vairagyam Uchate. Things should not be accepted, things should be accepted for the Lord's service and not for one's personal sense gratification. If one accepts something without attachment and accepts it because it is related to Krishna, one's renunciation is called Yukta Vairagya. So things should be accepted. But again, accepting things, and for that also we have to, this is introspection has to, if I'm really accepting these things for Krishna service or for my gratification, like if I'm buying an iPhone, latest model of iPhone every year, is this for Krishna service or is this for my gratification? Only I can answer this. So, but introspection should go on. Since Krishna is the absolute truth, whatever is accepted for his service is also the absolute truth. But at the same time, if I can do some service with iPhone, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to accept iPhone, this is Maya, but that is also not the right attitude. So we have to see, everybody has to see from his level. The word Markat Vairagya is used by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to indicate so-called Vaishnavas who dress themselves in loincloths, trying to imitate Srila Rupa Goswami. Such people carry a bead bag and chant, but at heart they're always thinking about getting women and money. Unknown to others, these Markat Vairagis maintain women, but externally present themselves as renunciants. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very much opposed to these Markat Vairagis or pseudo-Vaishnavas. So we got to be careful, because ultimately, our aim is to make progress spiritually, and we can fool the whole world, but we cannot fool Krishna. He is sitting as Paramatma in our heart. We cannot fool him. So he knows everything. Every move we make and every desire we have, he knows everything. So, Antare nishtha kar bhaya loka vyavahar achirat Krishna tomai kari beut. So, Antare nishtha, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued. Within your heart, you should keep yourself very faithful. But externally, you may behave like an ordinary man. Bahe loka vyavahar. Thus, Krishna will soon be very pleased and deliver you from the clutches of Maya. So, antare nishtha, not antare some sense desires. And bahe loka vyavahar, that's a pretender, not a devotee. So this is Mahaprabhu's instructions to Raghunath Das Goswami. Vrindavan dekhi jabe asiba nila charane, tabe tumi amapash asiha kona charane. You may see me at Nilachal Jagannath Puri when I return after visiting Vrindavan. By that time, you can think of some trick to escape. Means by that time, Krishna will make the arrangements. सही चल सही काले कृष्ण स्वरूपे तुम्हारे कृष्ण कृपा यारे तारे की राखी ते पारे. What kind of means you will have to use at that time will be revealed by Krishna. If one has Krishna's mercy, no one can check it. Although Srila Raghunath Das was very anxious to join Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord advised him to wait for the mercy of Lord Krishna. He recommended that Raghunath Das keep his Krishna consciousness firmly fixed in his heart, while externally behaving like an ordinary man. This is a trick for everyone advanced in Krishna consciousness. One can live in society like an ordinary human being, but at the same time, one's own business should be to satisfy Krishna and spread his glories. A Krishna conscious person should not be absorbed in material things, for his only business is a devotional service of the Lord. If one is engaged in this way, Krishna will certainly bestow his mercy. As Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised Raghunath Das, Yatha Yogya Vishaya Bhunja Anasakta Haya. The same is repeated. Antare Nishtha Kar Bhaya Lokaveva. This means that one must have no desire within his heart other than to serve Krishna. On the basis of such a conviction, one can cultivate Krishna consciousness. This is confirmed in Bhakti Rasamrita. Loke ki Veda ki vapi ya kriya kriyate mune Hari Sevan Anukule Vasa Karya Bhaktim Ichchata. A devotee may act as an ordinary human being or as a strict follower of Vedic injunctions. In either case, everything he does is favorable for the advancement of devotional service because he is in Krishna consciousness. This is the right instruction. In fact, this morning we also studied in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna was telling Arjuna, think of me and fight. Means remain Krishna conscious, but do your prescribed duty. And in this way, you will come back to me. So same thing, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is repeating. Do your Bahaya duty, Bahaya Loka Vyavahar, but Antare Nishtha kar. Become Krishna conscious. Ete kahi Mahaprabhu tare vidaye dila, ghare asi Mahaprabhu shiksha charila. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade farewell to Raghunath Das, who returned home and did exactly what the Lord told. Bhaya Vairagya Vatulata Sakala Chadiya Yatha Yogya Karya Kare Anasakta Haya. After returning home, Raghunath Das gave up all craziness and external pseudo renunciation and engaged in his household duties without attachment. देखी तार पीता माता बड़ा सुख पाइना ताहार आवरण किछु शिथिल हाइना. When Raghunath Das's father and mother saw that their son was acting like a householder, they became very happy. Because of this, they slackened their guard. When Raghunath Das's father and mother saw their son was no longer acting like a crazy fellow and was responsibly attending to his duties, they became very happy. The 11 people, 5 watchmen, 4 personal servants, and 2 Brahmins who were guarding him became less strict in their vigilance. And Raghunath Das actually took up his household affairs. His parents reduced the number of guards. So we'll read further tomorrow. We'll stop here. See anybody have any questions or comments?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisance. Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna.
one thing, nowadays, there is a habit of celebrating Women's Day, Father's Day, Mother's Day, and all these days. So, Prabhuji, as in a Krishna conscious person celebrating a Women's Day, how does that is relatable? Means, from I think that okay, this is my uh, if we think like as a woman body is just a dress we have got, right? So how come it's like getting attached to, or too much to it and celebrating this? So what means, I don't know how to take that actually, because these days people more relate to uh, these things. Somebody is celebrating Maharashtra Day, somebody is celebrating this day, that day.
Well, see, the basic necessity of everybody is to enjoy. Now they want to enjoy, and variety is the mother of enjoyment. So they want to add all these separate days and different things in their lives to have some fun. So from our perspective, of course, these don't make sense. Our enjoyment is in service of Radha and Krishna. But if we are in that company where they ask us, okay, be part of this, so we can be part. But at the same time, if it is practical, we can explain to them what is this we are enjoying on the basis of the body, whether Father's Day, Mother's Day, Women's Day, Maharashtra Day, or whatever day, and then we can preach, get a chance to preach. But we have to see preaching has to be very intelligently done, so we don't turn them away. We don't make them think that we are so fanatic. But at the same time, we have to preach. They should think we are part of their group, but also at the same time, we are not part of it. So some way we have to work it out.
Yes, Prabhuji, got it. Mhm. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, you all have a safe and wonderful day. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Thank you, Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.